Well, I have finagled an opportunity for myself to ride the new First Blood trail that I've been eyeing up in Hope, British Columbia, just 2 hours north. I'm on a trip on my way to Sun Peaks Bike Park, and I was able to sneak this one in. So I've been really curious just to see what this trail is all about. Yeah, blasting up this road with the e-bike. It's like a half hour, so that was insane. It's like a 3,500 foot climb, and then you just descend straight back down. Supposedly, I've seen some pictures. It looks like just some amazing Canadian infrastructure, some ladder bridges, and I talked to a guy at the bottom, said it's pretty tight technical, so I think I'm going to like that. Yeah, stoked. Let's check it out. But yeah, if you're climbing up, this would be a pretty heinous road in the just like regular analog bike, I would say. Also, notice that the dirt was just like looking quite insane on the way up here. So yeah, dropping in off the road, it's definitely nice and tight. Feels like some other trails I've ridden that I can't mention. Oh my gosh, the dirt is so good. I think I'm gonna talk a little bit less today. Just enjoy the ride. But if you're curious to see what this trail's all about, unfortunately, I'm not getting it in the very best light. Hopefully we get into a full shaded zone. It's pretty rough light even for my eyeballs so far. Yee, cool. Cool flow though. Missed a turn. Mostly the light, something slapping the back of my helmet. Gotta make a adjustment here. Oh, looks like the bag wasn't zipped up all the way. Yeah, pretty awful lighting conditions, but I think that's just these little trees, so hopefully we get better light in the darker forest. But really nice flow so far. I love this style of trail. Get myself a reset here. Looks like I'm not the first person to mess up this corner. Oh yeah, this is like a properly steep little move for a black trail. Nice. Yeah, these trees are nice and tight. I'm a big advocate of tight trails. I feel like it gives you that sense of adventure and danger without the speeds having to get too high. Because the wider a trail goes, you just gotta go faster to feel the same sensation, which is like more dangerous. Wow. Amazing trail so far. I know the light is probably gonna be pretty rough on camera, but just like porpoising, wrapping around trees, little granitic rocks tucked everywhere. Oh. Really cool terrain style up here. Definitely feels a bit different. Dirt feels super good. Saw a video somebody uploaded, made it look more slippery, but I'd say this is really nice dirt. I assume it would be pretty nice in the wet as well. So cool. Sign back there. Just gonna assume I'm going the right way. I almost feel like when the light is this bad, it like legit gives me a slight headache. Oh, it's so spotty. I'd prefer to ride at like 5, 6 p.m. this time of year, but we are on a schedule. Oh, cool. Nice. Man, this is a phenomenal build right off the bat. Oh, kind of muddy and weird there. Bit of a spring they got to deal with. Ah! Yeah, I love this. Lots of like slower speed kind of controlled vibes, and just you're constantly, at least this high up on the trail, you're constantly working the bike, wrapping it around tighter features. Yay! But not like so much of a workout where the e-bike feels cumbersome. It's a pretty smooth trail so far. Oh, this could be weird in the wet. Yay! Wow, dude, phenomenal trail. Definitely feels like they're stretching the black rating just slightly, but I guess Canadian blacks just hit a little different. So just prepare yourself if you're coming from the States, feeling a little double black. But it feels like a really nice build for my slightly, oh my gosh, skinny. Feels like a really good build for my more advanced skill set. And I get nervous on skinnies with the clipless pedals. We'll see what we can do now that I'm expecting it. Maybe I'll just stay off the clips. Yeah, that way we can bail if we need to. Nice, I wonder how many more skinnies. Ooh, that one's loose. I don't like skinnies and clipless. I used to love doing skinnies as a kid. I like set them up in my front yard, like 2x4s and stuff. Wow, this is an insane trail. If anybody is even half considering it. Oh no. Okay, gotta hike that one. Just missed this beautiful rock wedge. Okay. Reset, ride down this beautiful granite wedge. Oh man, yeah, it's so tight. So cool. This feels like unsanctioned style trail building in terrain in a fully sanctioned, like, that's so insane that I'm sure they got. Woo, okay, yeah. The dirt does get a little on the mud side. There's a little bit more give than I'm used to. Maybe there's just little strains of mud tucked in this trail. Yeah, this is a proper techie trail. Like, I feel like I'm slightly on the wet side of hero dirt, actually, right now for this type of dirt. And it would be kind of nice to have the analog bike just for how much you're pumping the bike around. Just don't quite have the zest on the full power e-bike that I would on the little Firebird. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention, Pivot's still loaning me this Shuttle LT. This thing has just been so fantastic. I love how they have these like bailout signs. I'm like, is this too much? You can bail. A funny vibe. Wow. Beautiful stream crossing. And yeah, some tight trees. Ooh, mud hole. Okay. We're full Vietnam mud for a second here. I was wondering how like beat down this would be from just getting opened. Seems like most of the trail is perfect. Just a couple super mucky spots, but it seems like they got some veins of properly gloopy mud in here. Oh man, I could have gone for the jib right line and I wouldn't have had to tuck the bars around. Yeah, it's like my front tire. I've got the Shredda front, which is just insane and really like a perfect match. And then on the rear, I've got that Continental, which is not even like a sticky enough compound. It's got some lugs, but looks like we got something coming up here. Another rock roll, sweet. Wow, dude, such a masterpiece. There are some legit, balancy, tight moves. What a miracle this trail is. Cannot believe, oh wow. This move gave me pause. It's like full quarter pipe steepness. I was like, do I gotta pull up for a drop? We're just on site in this thing. No filter. Dude, this trail is straight up phenomenal. It would be sick to pedal up with a lightweight bike or shuttle just because these moves are so involved. Yeah, you just need to be constantly like shaking your rear end around to make it around some of these rocks, and it's just so weird in a very curated, lovely way. But just that's my 2 cents. You could be really porpoising through this with a little extra weight. Also funny, I am officially sweating more on the way down than I was that 3,500 foot climb. Yeah, look how steep that is. You like can't see it till you're right on top of it. It's not that big of a roll, but just the visual on it is more intimidating. Oh man, dude. Okay. Not sure what's going on here. We got rocks. You just got to be kind of ready for anything on this trail. Oh man, so many of my friends would just absolutely love this trail because this is fully like my style of trail. It's so insane to see something like get built with like, I think it was like city money or something. That's this technical and jank and just insane. It's like a mixture. Oh shoot. Mixture if you took some of the unsanctioned stuff from Whatcom County and then combined it with a little bit of Whistler like granite, which I mean that's just the geographic space it occupies, so it makes perfect sense. But what a cool thing. Oh man, these like big porpoisey mounds, lumpy terrain. I can't imagine coming here on like a properly like wet, misty day with insane lighting. You definitely want to bring your stickiest tires, but it's like fully Lomer and fully like Whistler, granite, Rudy, Rocky vibes. Big Doug fur. I'm working pretty hard to like porpoise this full weight e-bike around. I'm straight up more out of breath than I was on that insane steep fire road climb. That's just e-bike world. I have no idea what this is. Okay. This is like a deteriorating little front end flick with I guess decent room for the bars, but not like amazing room for the bars. I feel like some of these features they're worth looking at, even though they're kind of doinky. There's like little bits of detail to each of them that you kind of need to know. I'm regretting my wide bars right now. Just had to like roll my front over that and then just kind of hump the back side of the bike over. Yeah, life goal is to come back with the Firebird and have somebody shuttle me or just sweat it out on the pedal, I guess. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful corner and like just set of woods. Dang. Dude, look at this. That is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. This is like you just take the most amazing uncharted Canadian terrain and I'm sure just like throw money and labor at it, but you do it in a way that caters to like more hardcore riders. Like you do not want to send Joe Blow down this trail. So you want to be pretty advanced. Make sure you don't get pitched over the front end. Dude, oh my gosh. Yeah, I haven't even really heated up my brakes yet. Everything is just so slow and technical so far, but it looks like we're opening up a bit now. Interesting. Huge catch berm. Wow. Yeah, okay, now we're heating up the brakes. We're starting to squeal. It's so much to take in just like visually. It's like this trail gives you that full like Oh my gosh, we're really just gonna like meander our way down this like 40-degree slope. So sick. I'm getting like, it definitely gave me a little bit of vertigo. I don't know if I think this camera does the best at like showing how steep stuff is, but heck yeah. This bike is crushing it too. I keep having to like reposition the rear end. I feel like without the motor, I could probably be more confident to just do like an endo corner, but I'm kind of like repositioning the rear end like a couple times per corner. But I think the best thing you could do would just be like load up the front tire. Take this high line, get a little jazzy. Oh yeah, that was the one to take. Dude, oh my gosh. The fact that this is legal is so good, so beautiful. This is blowing my mind. This is like actually so much better than I even pictured. And my expectations were kind of high, but dude, it's like they legit built the trail for my particular love and style of riding. So amazing. It's like the most I've been able to open it up this entire time so far. But I think the terrain is just that gnarly. Dang. I hope these berms hold up too, because those are a pretty crazy thing to keep running. Might require a bit of maintenance to keep this trail at its best, so come hit it as soon as you can. I'm double recording audio today because I had my go-to mic setup fail me last week, so we'll see if it starts working again. I don't know why the rear is sounding so awful. I feel like I just did those pads not that long ago, but we will find out when we get to the bottom, because I don't have any extra pads with me. Maybe the trail's just super steep. I mean, it's fairly steep for sure. Oh my gosh, yeah. Getting to open it up just a hair more now. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is like, it's like a combination of some of the most insane, like unsanctioned trails that just aren't listed in the 542 area, but combined with, oh my gosh, just like even more spectacular somehow. And just like super thoughtful building techniques and oh my gosh, ladder bridge work. Yo, dude, oh my gosh. Okay, the cool thing is we're back to good light again. Nice, consistent, not as spotty. Don't know what this is. Okay. It's kind of like a jump lip, and then on the back side of it, it looks like about 20 to 30 riders have almost blown up off the edge because the trail is like, looks like it's just been pulled off the side of the mountain. Whoa. All right, we're into the properly steep stuff here. What a blessed country. How do you guys do this legally? I don't know, but let's not ask questions. This is so sick. Yo, oh my gosh, there's like a river gorge off to my left I can't even look at right now. If you like it natural and just like pristine like I do, you gotta come ride this trail. I don't care if you live 10 hours away. Plus, you gotta, this is worth it alone. It's a random trail in the middle of Hope, BC. Yeah, it's properly steep. Having a slightly hard time slowing this rig down. A lot more baby heads than we'd have down south. Okay, your boy needs a break. Getting hard on the Mavens. I just talked to a guy who said he did a no-stop run down this. That is That is a solid move. Maybe a little easier on the smaller bike, but I bet he was burning at the bottom. This is a really unique section. It's like they're just punching through massive amounts of like these baby heads. Must have been like glacial rubble that just piled up here. But so it's like quite steep, and you're pulling up like 6-inch baby heads. Judging by the heat, I would say we are making our way down. Feels a little bit warmer than it did up top. Wow, yeah, look at all these baby heads. Got a little bit behind the front end there for a second. These pivots need to be ridden over the front end. You need to be an active participant. I actually just raised the bottom bracket on this bike too, which wasn't the best move for this bike, but I was doing some hill climb stuff. Should have considered changing it back. Wow, rocky. Okay. Seems like most things on this trail are rollable. There's like a little bit of jank, but pretty much all of them you don't need to drop. You can just keep the front wheel on the ground, but I never like to fully trust a trail right off the bat. I like to stay moving or stay uninjured. All right, we are right alongside that sweet stream now. Wow, so cool. You're just constantly shimmying the bike. It's a good workout, especially on the full power, heavier bike on the way down. What do we got here? Okay, it's a drop. It's officially a drop. Okay. Oh, that's the bottom. I was just gonna take a break. I'm like 30 yards from the bottom. 30 meters. Wow. Yeah, so tight and techy. Phenomenal. Oh my gosh. Like that whole thing only took me like an hour on the e-bike. That's insane. Oh. Well, thanks for coming along. That's all I got. Looks like you can do a creek dip down here if you want to.